but there's purpose in that. And by the way, the astrological chart is put together. Thank you so much, Aries. The astrological chart is actually set up very well. Very strategically, quite frankly. Oh, a little bit of a reach. Oh, I went off camera for a second. Is that a Snickers? You know, I'm liable to like reach over and then come back and be like, oh, I'm eating a hot dog. This is always a time-consuming thing. I don't know if I'm going to edit this. I'm probably just going to go straight. I want to hear your comments. Like and subscribe. Share with a friend that might like this too. But tell me what I can do better. Again, be constructive. Don't be a jerk. Nobody wants to hear how great you are when you have like nothing on your channel and 4 followers. And again, you can have 4 followers and have a great channel. But you can't be a great person if you don't put the work in and all you do is criticize others. Let's talk about Taurus. I had a friend of mine that was Taurus. And by the way, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, here it comes sitting. Right? Remember how we talked about that Libra moon being a little bit of a pain in the ass? Well, Taurus, we're going to talk about you being a pain in the ass. So sorry. So sorry to offend your honor. I had a friend of mine who was a Taurus who, he was really full of himself, but he was really good at what he did. And one day, I knew him through work, professional, right? One day, he got caught with his pants down. Not literally, but, you know, in the work world, he did something he shouldn't have done. It wasn't illegal. It wasn't bad. I don't want to lead into it, but it was one of those things like you just don't do, right? And one of the lessons that he taught me, first of all, don't get caught. I'm just kidding. But second of all, most importantly, was that there was an understanding that he really did want to do the right thing. So Taurus, I'm going to give you a little spotlight right here. I know you always want to do the right thing, right? But you get caught up in a little bit of envy. You get caught up in a little bit of that whole thing of like, you know, hey, I can I be number one? And then in the scheme of things, like they go, no, you can't be number one. And then you're like, okay, I'm not going to play. When Jupiter goes in conjunction with Neptune in Pisces, as tough as the moon is going to be, this really gentle energy for you is about your generous nature coming out. I have high hopes for you this month. So leading up to your birthday time, your birthday month, your birthday season, Taurus, I think you're pretty awesome. I really do. I think you got some challenges. Whatever, we all do. Right? You know, it's one thing when you love a cheeseburger. It's another thing when you love 20 cheeseburgers. You kind of overdo it sometimes. You just do. Know what I'm saying? But there's nobody that'll share a cheeseburger quicker than you. Right? I'm pretty sure Popeye would get hit up by Wimpy because he was a Taurus. It's just the way it is. All right, Taurus, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's go ahead and connect the dots for you here with this beautiful season of Aries. Here's the effects on you. Come on. How much of a love fest can I give you? By the way, another manifestation number. We got an 8. We got the strength card sitting right here. Leo energy, summer stuff. This is when you kick off. Rockstar, what are you covering up? What are you doing behind the scenes here? 3 of Pentacles. Either you're getting hitched in Vegas. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Is that Elvis? Or you're kind of planning something, right? Picture it. Month before your birthday. Month before you really take off for your next year. You've wrapped your head around the number of years that you are. Age is just a number. And you have said to yourself, I am about to show the world that I'm strong. I love this right out of the gate. Let's take a look at the mind. What better mind card is there than the Ace of Swords? Wow, look at that, brah. Look at that. We're going to go into the first mind position. We're going to cover it up with, oh yeah, transition. The 6 of Swords. So you know what this is? This is the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords. To me, this is the combination of saying, you know what? Your mental endeavors are getting there. What a great spot for mental cards, by the way, in the mind part of it. By the way, these are my reading glasses. Get it? I'm a medium. I'm going to put them down. They're in my way. But what a great combination. The Six of Swords, I mean, first of all, when you take a look at this, how far is anybody going to get with a bunch of swords in the bottom of your boat? I call that a poor design by the naval unit. By the way, you can tell I've been using these cards for a while because they're a little bit of a mess. Thank you, coffee stain at the top of that. But listen, the Six of Swords is really a great transition card. It's that you've actually learned from some of the stuff that you've gone through. Hang on, brah. Let's take a look at the body. Oh, this is a new routine. Knight of Pentacles. You found new love for yourself here. Maybe, just maybe, you have redesigned your time. And now with the World card coming out, this is about you completing a cycle. This is about you saying, you know what? I'm cycling. I got to change this. Maybe, Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus, you really like to do spin class. Ooh, that's a shout out. Maybe you've rediscovered that if you treat your body right, it gets good returns. Let's talk about the spiritual. What a transcending card for you. The Death card. Scorpio energy sitting here. And by the way, it's 13. 13 gets a bad rap. This is where it started, right here. Okay, the Death card, and a lot of people get worried about this. But what you're doing is you're recreating. You're recreating things. A little Uranus energy. Why not be rebellious? Scorpio energy. Why not really do the work behind the scenes? The Death card comes out in this position to let you know you are taking a look at what you freaking believe in. Maybe you don't believe in love anymore. Maybe you don't believe in religion. Maybe you don't believe in government. Maybe you're a walking dichotomy of a John Lennon song. But you, my friend, are getting incredibly grounded. Maybe this is you looking at the practical side of your spiritual nature and saying, you know what? No more of the fluff and horse shit. I'm sorry, is that PG-13? Hello, is this thing on? Maybe you're saying to yourself, you know what? That preacher down in Tennessee, I gave him all my money and I just don't believe in it no more. He don't even call anymore because I told him I was broke. Okay. Maybe it's about you questioning that you've been through something and now it's time to start to ask yourself, who am I? What am I made of? All beautiful outcomes. All beautiful outcomes. All right, Gilded Tarot, I've given you a good mix up here. Tell us about the Strength card. Tell us about the Three of Pentacles here. Oh. Dan. The Magic Man. Whoa. I don't charge anything extra for the singing. The Magician comes out. You have got something up your sleeve, Taurus. Knew it. I knew it. I read people for a living. The Magician comes out here to let you know that you have the strength and the energy of all of the resources, right? So take a look at this card. First of all, beautiful work. You got the wands, you got the pentacles, you got the cups, you got the swords. You're pulling on everything, right? The fire, the water, the air, the earth. You've got all the tools to make this happen, whatever it is that you're doing in secret. And now I'm going to tell you, you're going to do it with grace. Look at that beautiful Queen of Cups. And there's a little puppy and your little dog too. So the Queen of Cups comes out here because you have dignity. You're going to be large and in charge here, Taurus. And by the way, just before your birthday, it's a perfect time for you to start to put things into motion. I love this for you. Now, let's get over here on the sword action that you've got going on here in the mind. You got the Ace of Swords, and then you got the Six of Swords. You've got some sort of spiritual learning. You got some sort of karmatic thing, and it's in your head. You've seen your patterns. You're beginning to learn it. Now it's time for choice. Two of Swords. Why don't we just put all the swords over here? By the way, Taurus, you have that tendency. You really do. You're just like, I would take all the swords. Put all the swords on my brain. All right, Taurus, calm down a little bit. Because here comes the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a beautiful card here. This is reaping what you're sowing. So you're doing the mental work. So as you make a decision into something, and again, maybe this is just a thought process. We're coming out of a pandemic. What did you trust? What did you believe in? Maybe you're going through this and you're like, I'm putting in the work. Maybe you're going down a bunch of YouTube channels and you're going down the rabbit hole every chance you get. So when you find something, you go, I'm going to use my brain and make sure I get the right thing done. Oh, all right. Here comes the body experience. You're just going to take your ball and go home, aren't you? The Seven of Swords. This is lessons learned. You know what this is? This is waking up on a Wednesday morning going, I can't drink like that no more on a Tuesday, on a weeknight. Can't do that on a school night. It's also you recognizing that you've got to start to pay attention to your body. You got plenty of swords left. You're not going to lose any of it. Oh, here it comes. Page of Wands. New routine coming in. Fiery routine. Passionate routine. Remember how you had to sit at home all during the pandemic? You're like, damn, I wish I could go out. Well, now you can go out. Remember that marathon you said you were going to run so many years ago and you didn't do it, and then a pandemic hit and they were like, I can't do nothing. Now you can. New fiery passion about it. Let's take a look at the spiritual part of the journey. Oh, I freaking love this. Are you kidding me? So you got the Death card. You got the King of Pentacles. And remember, we talked about this, you getting back to your practical self. Here comes the Queen of Swords. Some people call them swords. Some people call them swords. Well, here she is tapping into divine energy. She's holding her sword as if to say, like, yeah, I wouldn't do this. The Lady of the Lake shows up when you are at peace of mind. So, of course, you've gone through change and practicality. You have rationalized yourself, and it's time to celebrate. This is the Casey and the Sunshine Band. Celebrate good times. Come on. By the way, a little unknown fact, these three little ladies actually share an eyeball. I'll be here all weekend. Thank you for answering it there, Gilded Tarot. Great work as always. I think it's interesting that as I look at this Taurus lineup here, mentally you're doing a lot of work. Physically you're learning a lot of lessons. You're transcending spiritually, Taurus. Oh, it's time. Here in Aries season, kick ass, take names. I mean, Taurus, what is that any different from you? You good looking son of a gun. Oh. Sun, moon, rising. Venus, throw it all together. Let's consult the light, my friend. Let's consult the light. I love this deck. Nope, got them all mixed up. All right, here we go. We're going to create space. And by the way, we're going to save the end for the last abundance card. We're going to go with create space. So guess what? Your mental health is connected to this, into the mind. So you're going to create space for your mind. Maybe this is doing things of exercises where your mind is moving. Maybe you're into the part of your life where you like to do Sudokus. Who cares? Who cares what your passion is? Start to do it where your mind kind of chills a little bit and it kind of understands it. You got to make room for your thoughts, right? And if that includes daydreaming, so be it, Taurus. I know you're not a practical daydreamer, but when it happens, great ideas come out. Here's some variance up here. So with your physical self, variance comes out when it talks about, and I'm going to hold up this card because it's just beautiful. And by the way, you're going to click down below. You're going to be able to get any of these cards through Amazon. Yes, it's through my link. Yes, there'll be something in it for me, but not a whole lot. Quit accusing me of making millions of dollars. I'm just having fun. This variance, though, this allows you to begin to connect the dots between all the lessons that you've learned and the parts where you really want to go. It's time. It is time. And then, into the spiritual nature of things. Oh, yeah. So you're going through some changes. You're going to get practical. By the way, you got two really practical cards here. You got the King of Pentacles, and then you got the Eight, and then you got the Queen of Swords. And then it's time to celebrate. Great change on the horizon, because you, my friend, are discovering soul love. Little Barry White going on here. And who better of a mate than you? To yourself, of course. I'm not saying you don't pair and couple well, but I am going to tell you, in this position, this is about you recognizing who you are, what you are about, and where you are going. So here into the center space, you got your strength card. You're doing some stuff behind the scenes, and you have all the tools that you need, and you're going to do it with dignity. Why not? Why shouldn't you let it go? How incredibly Aquarian is it when you say, you do your stuff, I'll do mine. I'm going to take personal responsibility for where I need to go, and you take personal responsibility with where you need to go. I'll meet you for dinner. That's the age of Aquarius, everybody. That is the grouping that we have to take a look at. Oh, so fantastic. And all this during Aries season. All right, guys, I'm going to start cleaning up here. I'm going to actually cut this down here a second.